Welcome to my channel. I feel like that was really cheesy. Hey guys, what is up? This is my first official YouTube video and I was kind of nervous. I mean not nervous, but I just didn't want to look like a dork. Subscribe to my channel. But today we're doing a photo shoot for my husband's business for some new apparel. So I was doing a hair and makeup look, getting ready for camera, and I thought it'd be a great way to launch my channel by having it get ready with me, and you guys can see how I achieved this look. So if you like what you see and you want to see how I achieved everything, keep watching. You'll see everything step by step. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you guys like my video. Okay, so here we go. So I have never been a pretty hair after blow dry kind of person. I thought it'd be kind of fun to just do a whole get ready with me video as far as doing the hair and the makeup. So I'm just gonna jump on in. Okay, so after I blow dried, I went ahead and I put a heat protectant as well as a thermal styling spray in my hair to just really help hold it and of course protect my hair from the heat because that's extremely important. So I take my 1 inch, this is from Conair. You can get these at the drugstore, this curling iron. A lot of times I curl my hair mostly away from the face just because that's how I like it. So I just start grabbing sections and I go. But yeah, so I did literally 3 curls on this side of my head for the underneath section. And we're just gonna keep on going. So, okay, so that was my first section. 6 curls, I think, literally I did underneath here. I'm gonna now kind of slice. I usually take it right around my temple area. And, okay, there's one. And we're gonna keep on rolling, keep on rolling. Okay, so anyways, so now this is my last section of hair I bring down, which is through the very top. I just like to keep it simple. I use one tool. So I go in and I kind of will lift my roots a little bit naturally like this, as well as kind of pop out those areas where I had that flatness. So you can already see how that kind of just boop, lifted that up. So positioning of your irons is huge when it comes to what you want your curls to look like. So I'm still curling it away from my face, but I'm coming up underneath. So then I just kind of grab it and I almost kind of bring it, I over direct it a little bit. And I'll just kind of let it sit there and then I will drop it down and just kind of let it hang. Okay, so again, so now I came in, I went up underneath the curl and then excuse my sniffles, I'm getting over a cold. I hope I don't sound too congested today. And I kind of over direct it and just let it kind of hang out on my head and then I let it go. And I almost just let it usually cool in front of my face because I want to have that lift there and I want to make sure it sets. Okay, so you can see even me just pushing that out of my face, like look at the volume that I have right through here where it just, because I over directed it and then I let it cool down, then when I go to move it, that bounce right there is going to be locked in. Do you see that right there? Oh, I love it. While I do my makeup, I'm just gonna leave my curls sitting here curled so that I can move on to my makeup and then I will kind of finger comb my hair after. And it's gonna help these just kind of hold a little bit better too, just letting them sit for a while. So I'm just gonna clip my hair out of my face. Okay. So we are going to move into makeup. I'm so excited. Okay, so my face is clean. I absolutely have nothing on other than a little bit of moisturizer. I am going to start with, oh, you know what I forgot to do? Stand by. I forgot to wet my beauty blender. So I am going to go do that real quick. All right, here we go. Beauty blender is ready. So what do I want to use today? I have no plan for my makeup today. Like I was trying to think of what I wanted to do and I was hoping like I would get this inspiration and be like, yes, that's what I want to do today. I have absolutely no idea. So I'm kind of winging it. I don't want to do anything too crazy because we're going to be doing like some headshots as well today. So I want to look appropriate, but of course I do hair and makeup. So it's okay. I feel like for me to be a little bit amped because that's representing kind of what I do as well. But it'll come to me. Okay, so I'm going to use some Porefessional primer from Benefit, and I am just going to blur some of my pores and put it in my T-zone. I hate being shiny. I am a matte person when it comes to my skin, typically almost all the time. Like constantly blotting, like I'm obsessed with it. Ugh, my poor nose, okay. All right, so I am primed. Okay, so for foundation today, I've been using this recently. I've been seeing, of course, a ton of buzz on it through the different YouTube channels that I watch, and I went and bought it, and I'm actually super impressed with it. So this is the Maybelline 24-Hour Super Stay Full Coverage Foundation. Okay, so I'm just taking my wet beauty blender, and we are just going to go right on in, okay? Oh, and I love this foundation sets down by itself really nicely. Like it sets down almost to a really nice matte on its own, which is, in my opinion, and what I like with my makeup, it's fabulous. Give me the matte, give me the matte. I don't want no shine anywhere. So I have my foundation. Oh, I got way too much. Oh, look at all the extra. See, this stuff, I was an overachiever. I wasn't really paying attention. I usually use 2 pumps. I don't know why I squirted 3. I should have known better, but anyways, okay. But yeah, a little goes a long way. 2 pumps was plenty. All right, so now I'm going to go in with my concealer. A concealer I have been using lately that I am loving is the Nars Cream Concealer. This is in the shade, let me hold up the bottle, in the shade Vanilla. And I am just going to come up under my eyes just a little bit. And brighten that up. And I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and go, blend that in. Okay, I am going to put a little bit extra in just the areas I do want a little more brightness. Okay. Okay, my concealer is on. Real quick, so I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. This is in the shade 10 Fair Light. I'm just so pale. And what I like to do first is I like to come in, I'm just going to take out a little smaller powder brush, and I'm going to kind of lightly go in and put it all over my face. Let me check under my eye real quick. Looks good. I'm going to just come in and, oh, the other eye looks good too. I'm going to do a light layer to like set all my skin, and then I actually go on top. Oh, hello. And I will bake. Oh, and then I forgot real quick. So I use a couple different things sometimes to prime my eyes. Today I'm just going to use concealer. I'm going to take that Nars Vanilla that I used before, and I'm just going to do a couple dots on my eye. And I'm going to just blend this onto my lid. Like so, and then I'm going to take powder and just set that and let that be the base for my shadow. Okay, so now what I do is I'm going to come in and I'm going to contour my face. So I have this BH Studio Pro contour palette. I've really liked this palette. I've been really impressed with it. And of course it comes with 10 shades. I've got the light ones for like under eye, which is fabulous. Obviously you can see which one I love to contour with typically for my skin tone. I do go into this shade right here when I'm a little bit darker, sometimes even this one, but most of the time I'm right in here. So I have the Morphe R10 brush, which I love. I feel like it just gets right into my, under my cheekbone and really carves out my cheek. So I just give a couple dabs, I tap off excess, and I kind of just go right on in. Blend, blend, blend. There, that looks a little bit better. Okay. Now I'm gonna come on this side, do the same thing. Contour is super important, especially when you're in front of cameras, because you lose a lot of your face when you're on camera. So, of course, when you come in with foundations and things like that, you're taking all the color away from the face. You've got to bring the shadows and stuff back in. So it is extremely important to add some contour to give your face that shape so you don't look flat. And of course, who doesn't like chiseled cheekbones? Okay, I think that looks pretty gosh darn good. You can kind of see how the shape is starting to come in. I think I need to bring a little bit more right through here. Okay, then I dab a little more. I always go right around my hairline. Okay, so then I come under my jaw, and I even kind of bring it right up around that curve right there. And I like to chisel out the jawline and create that nice shadow there. And same over here. Then I always kind of bring a little bit of a natural V, kind of where you have those natural curves in the throat. I like to just kind of bring a little bit of shadow into that so it looks natural, because obviously we brought makeup down. You want to bring shadows back down there. I think that looks good. I'm happy with that. Okay. This one is from BH Cosmetics. It is number 5. I'm trying to remember the name of this brush line. I can't remember. It's actually a really nice, they have some really nice brushes and their prices are really reasonable. I have quite a bit of BH stuff. And I go in with the same shade and I will come in and I will contour my nose. So I usually come right on down and then I bring it up, right up to my eyebrow, just so that you are getting that really nice shadow. Okay, so I just go up and down the sides a little bit. I will bring it kind of under the tip. But you can see how it just kind of brought those shadows back in and it's still very, very soft. So that is my nose. So I am going to put some bronzer on and then blush. So I'm going in with the BH. This is their Brilliant Bronzer and this is in shade Bronze Babe. So I'm going to take my big kind of powder brush, tap it off. I usually come in and kind of do a little dab at first. And then I kind of start really working my brush. And then I kind of really press it and go up into the sides of my face. Bring it back down. I really want to just warm things up. I'm going for more warmth today versus blush. Do the same over here, kind of press it a few times first, and then I go in and kind of start swirling a little bit more. And up into the hairline. And then I usually kind of go underneath right where that contour was and I will lightly go down. Ah, yes, chisel this face out. Bring it to life. Okay, I think that looks good. I'm happy with that. Okay. Bronzer. Now I'm going to come in with a little bit of blush. So I'm going to grab another BH palette. This is the Porefessional blush palette. I like this one because I feel like you get a lot of really great shades in here. I've got browns, peaches, and also like soft pinks. And this one you can't really maybe tell on camera, but it's kind of a pretty rosy color. So I feel like this one gives you really good variety. So this is, yeah, the Porefessional Blush 10 color palette. I just kind of go in and I will just mix different ones. I usually like to do kind of like this, like pink, peach, and rose kind of together. I will tap my brush. And then I usually start kind of low on the apple of my cheek because that's usually where I like most of my color. So because I have a good amount of bronzer along the sides, and then I kind of will bring it back and I kind of almost overlap the two a little bit just so that I get a little color there. There we go. Now I can see, I don't know if you can see it as much. On the monitor it looks kind of light, but in my mirror right here it's brought the color. And then I usually dust a little bit on my chin, center my nose. Boop. Okay, now I'm going to come in and I'm going to bake. So first I'm going to check under my eyes, make sure everything looks really good before I come in with more heavier powder. So I'm taking that same Maybelline powder and I'm going to take my damp beauty blender and I'm going to get a good amount on here and I come in and I just get it right up under my eye. I love a bright under eye, personally. I'm all about it, so bring it on. And then I also like to come in on my cheeks, and I like to kind of carve out that lower cheek to really kind of clean it up down there and give that transition of, you know, my contour versus the lower part of my cheek. That looks good. And then of course I go in and I do extra in my smile line because that, just really that side. I never have issues with the other, but I do like to put extra along my nose and the sides of my nose a little bit. And we are going to move on to the eyes. Brows are my favorite thing ever. Ever, ever, ever. I think they are one of the most important things. And my mom always said they're like a picture frame for your face. So you need to have brows, I feel like. If people are not filling in their brows when they do their face, I feel like they are missing something. Okay, so this palette I have fallen in love with. It's from BH, again, and this is their Flawless Brow Trio. This is their medium kit. You get a little brush. It's got kind of a round end, and then you get kind of more of a pointed, can you see that? A pointed, there we go. There we go. So you get 2 colors of powder, and you also get a pomade in there. So it's fabulous. So what I do is I take the round side and I go in and I just kind of drag it right through my brow. So I've been using the lighter shade. I tap the angled brush side in, and you can even see the difference in my brows already just from the pomade. I usually start by kind of outlining my brows, and I always start in the front. And I just kind of go from top to bottom, and I just stamp that pigment and I drag it into my brow. And get kind of the front of my brow shape. So now I'm coming in, I'm carving out my outer shape. Top and bottom. Beautiful. And then I just kind of start filling in the center. I think that's good. Okay, so we're gonna put that aside for now. And we are going to move into the eyeshadow. I still have no idea what I'm doing. What do I want to do? This palette, I saw Tati. I love Tati. I love her so much. I watch like all her videos. She just sweet as can be. Tati, if you ever see this, I love you. I'm going to use the shade, I think I'm going to do Canyon. I'm going to go with Canyon in my transition. And I am just going to work this right into my crease. You can really kind of just get this, let this just get all over. And building is great when it comes to shadows. So I will probably build this in a couple layers to get the depth that I want. Okay, I'm gonna dip into that again, and we are going to deepen it a little bit. I like to sometimes have my eye open when I want to get right into that crease and kind of windshield wipe it a few times. And then I will kind of come in and blend it down and do my circular motions. Good. Okay, now I want to take, I'm going to do a smaller blender brush, a little more precise. The shade right here. So it's going to be a little bit warmer, almost got a little more of a kind of goldy orange tone to it. And I'm going to take my more precise blender and I'm going to come right over the curve of my eye, right in that crease, and just really give that more depth. Then I'm going to come in and I want to blend it with my big blender I used for my first shade, because you want to have that all be very blended and soft. You don't want to see any choppiness in there. Okay, here we go. More of Dune, and we are going to put it right in here. And now I want to blend it out. I'll kind of flick up a little bit sometimes too. I think I'm going to use the shade, let me see, I can't flip it. I'm going to do Heat Daze, which I've used before. It's a real beautiful, almost like brick, rosy gold shimmer. And I am going to take my finger actually. Oh, you guys, like, I can't with this palette. It is so good. And I am going to put that right in my lower eye. Okay, let's see, I want to come in under my brow. Okay, now I want to come in and I just want a little bit of shimmer. They have these two really pretty highlighters. They have one called Bliss over here. I'm just gonna come right under the brow. I'll also put that in my inner corner. Time for eyeliner. For this is my Rimmel London one. I don't really have much left, but it is the 06 Jet Black. And I lift up my brow a little bit and I really try to get it right down in those lashes. Yeah, to fill kind of that line. Perfect. Okay, so I just lightly kind of went in and gave myself almost a smudgy type of liner today. I'm not looking for anything crisp, more just to define my eye. I like it kind of soft. There we go, perfect. Some mascara. So I am going to do a light coat and I'm going to get my strip lashes out. These are from the Studio Pro collection from BH. This is the M202. So these are just kind of like a natural wispy. One big thing, another thing I get asked a lot, like people say they can't put strips on, like, oh, I try, I just can't do it. One, it takes practice. Don't beat yourself up. Like, it's not like you just know how to do it. But you want to let your glue sit for a second and let it get kind of tacky, because then once it's tacky and you go in at your eye, when you lay it on your eye, and then it's going to stick. Whereas if you go in, it's still wet, you're going to lay it and it's not going to want to adhere. So you're basically just doing yourself a disservice. Let it get a little tacky. And then I'm going to come in and just close my eye. I usually start in the center. And then I will sometimes drag it a little bit. I want to make sure it's where it needs to be. And I will press down the inner corner and then the outer corner. And center of the eye. And then I go in and I just press with my finger because I can feel it better when I do that. I just feel like I have more control. And then I also like to kind of push my eyelashes up. I like the drama, so, well, with lashes, that's the only drama I like, but I like to kind of tilt them upwards a little bit to give more pop. I am going to come in and I'm going to dust all of my bake off at this point. So now we are going to move into under my eye. And I'm having it go all the way from inner to outer. Perfect. Okay, now I'm gonna take my smaller and go in with that second color I used that I deepened my crease with, called Canyon. And I'm gonna take a more precision brush and I'm gonna come kind of right up on the lash line. Yes. And I'm gonna come in with, instead of doing a liner on the bottom, I'm gonna come in with the dark shade. It's called Nightscape from this palette. It is this beautiful kind of chocolate brown shade right here, right there. And I'm going to just stamp right up against my lash line because I want to have good definition under my eye. Oh yeah, that's what I want. Perfect, and we are going to finish under the eyes. Oh, seriously, wonders of a difference. All right, guys, I got this, I think I ordered from Elf a while ago and they sent me this as like a free gift. This is their, I think it's their baked highlighter. It is called Moonlight Pearls. I tried this for the first time like a week ago, maybe a week and a half ago. And I kind of fell in love with it. So I will say you really have to like get in there. Like I felt like I was using a lot, but when you see the finished result, it's like, dang, that is fabulous. So I just take like a little highlight brush. It's so soft and it's like the highlight is so finely, the shimmer is so fine that it just, I like to bring it right over, kind of right into the apple of my cheek. It's just like, it's so soft and pretty. Like, I think this is one of my favorite highlights right now. And I was really surprised because and I learned after using it the first time that I need to really get in there and like get a lot on there. Cause I put like the first layer and I was kind of like, not really much going on there. And then as I built it, I'm like, well, let me just put more, which you can never go wrong with that. I was like, what? I was looking at myself and I was like, okay, Elf. I always like to bring just a smidge onto my nose, and I definitely like my Cupid's bow because I have little lips, so I like to enhance them with makeup in any way possible. That looks good. So now for my skin, I'm going to finish with this setting spray, which is huge. I want to look like very soft. I want my skin to look very soft. And I want kind of all those powders and things that I use to kind of just melt together. I'm going to brush my brow. I love this spray so much from Morphe. It smells so good. I'm not going to move my face too much. I'm going to get my little fan. Thank you, Jaclyn Hill. I love this thing. I saw it on her channel. I ordered it on Amazon. It's fabulous. I'll open my eye a little bit. Just let everything dry. Okay, I think otherwise though, that looks really good. Lip color, and then we're done. Okay. What do I want to do for lip color? I mean, my eyes are very warm and kind of soft, but I don't really want anything too crazy with the photo shoot, so I think I'll go... Let me line my lips first. I'll feel out my liner and then see where we go from there. I'm going to use this one. It is from Merle Norman. I need to sharpen it. And it is shade Sweetly right here. I hear my husband.
Are you ready?
I'm almost ready, yeah.
Okay.
Almost.
We'll cut that out.
No, it's fun. It's real.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think people will mind knowing I'm talking to you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh, you're sweet. Major props to my husband because he set up all this camera stuff for me. I did not have to worry about that side of this at all when I went into this whole YouTube adventure. Okay, so this is the Merle Norman liner in, again, shade Sweetly. I'm going to go in. It's kind of a nude pinky lip, and I am going to go ahead and line my lips. I'm liking it. Okay. I am a LipSense fanatic. I don't know if you guys have tried it or not, but no one can tell me otherwise. I'm obsessed. I work very long days a lot of times, or I'm just out and about. I can't stand lipstick being on stuff. I can't stand it on my teeth. I can't stand feathering. Now, there are some other products I really love too, but LipSense is my go-to. Use it all the time. I think I'm going to use their shade Nude Pink. I definitely want to have more of a soft lip today to go more with this bronze look. And I'm going to do probably 2 layers of this, and then I will go in with gloss. Okay, let that dry real quick. I'm going to go in with their gloss called Sand Gloss. I've been using this recently, and I love it. It's got kind of a really faint silvery fleck in there, and it gives just a really pretty warm shimmer to the lip, and I love it. Yes, that was perfect. Okay, guys, face is done. I am ready for my photo shoot. Really, really liking what we did today, which is great. Okay, now to finish the hair. Super easy. You guys ready for this? Okay, I'm gonna take out my clips. These are fabulous. I got these on Amazon. Now, show you what I do to finish my hair. So I will take my hands and I just start finger combing through all these curls. So I parted on this side today. So literally after I finger comb through my hair, I bring it forward. And then all my curls that I put in are there. I'll maybe single out a few areas that I feel like get a little lost. And that is how I do all my waves. Just like that. So this is their Char finishing spray. It's relatively new to the Surface family. It is absolutely fabulous. It's like a texture spray almost. It gives your hair like really nice texture. So like people with fine hair that want some good hold without weighing their hair down. It's great. And of course, I love some good texture in my hair. And I don't really like super stiff hairsprays because I do kind of touch my hair. I'm one of those people. And I don't want it to feel super, unless my hair is going up, I don't want crazy, crazy heavy hold. I don't like that feeling in my hair at all. I want my hair to be kind of soft and touchable. I will pull a few pieces out under here. There we go. Perfect, perfect. That's that. And then once I have it officially where I want it, I kind of just give it a spray. Okay. So that is that, guys. Like, my hair and makeup look is ready. I am gonna be all set for this photo shoot. I hope you guys like my video. It was so much fun. I had a blast. I had a blast. I had a blast. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell so you don't miss any notifications when I upload new ones. Oh, that sounded really bad. How do you ask people to subscribe, honestly, without sounding really goofy. I'll figure it out. Thanks for watching my first YouTube video. I'm so excited. You guys will be seeing much more of me. Please blow me up with comments and suggestions on things you liked, things you want to see, and I look forward to seeing much more of all of you guys. Thanks so much. Have a great day.